from Department of Library and Information Sciences, University of Kashmir, worthy Principal of the Host Institute, Dr. Fayaz Ahmed Lawn, other esteemed guests from various places, staff, and dear students, a very good morning to all of you. I, Assistant Professor of Environmental Sciences, is pleased to welcome each and every one of you to an important seminar on management of e-resources in academic libraries.
Today's conference, it is actually on the book. It is on the learning resource. Now we have shifted from physical material to e-material, but ultimately it is a book. So today we are holding a seminar, we are holding a conference on such a thing that has been deemed to be the best companion of a human being. That is why I started with the Quranic verse. The first 5 verses, they are on education. Ikra bismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He revealed these 5 verses upon Prophet Muhammad, and these were the first 5 verses, we can understand the importance of reading. And when we realize the importance of reading, we can realize the importance of books. Where we have books stored on racks, we used to have classrooms where we had chalk and blackboard, or those were. Now, with the advent of technology, a number of issues have got solved. Access to books as compared to a student hailing from Kupwara or technology. Now we have e-books, we have e-resources. Of the country can have equal access to a book. As far as NEP 20 is concerned, in the beginning, when we people living in, I don't know what was the contour of these IT in other parts of country, but people living in Kupwara, we had no idea even of the emails. And I personally have the experience of having generated the email in 2005 for the first time when I was on faculty development program in Kashmir University. And he told me first, before joining that, now you go and create an email for you. That will help you in learning. You will get papers from any part of the world. And when I compare those days with the days when I was pursuing at Kashmir University my MPhil program, Dr. Samir Gul, he would bear with me, that perhaps on the first, 5th or 6th floor, there was a section biological abstracts. And during those cold winters, we used to sit there and just going through biological abstracts and writing. We were those times. There are certain disadvantages also. Like you have the areas where you don't have proper internet facility. There are pockets where internet doesn't work. Last year I went to Kerala just for a trip. I had to deposit my phone with the army. Those pockets, they do face certain problems. Or now, the second thing that has erupted, that is addiction to screen, which is very much harmful to eyes. Many things, you see, now things have changed. Sometimes I fail to search for a thing, but he is very much experienced in it. I think some 10,000 accessions are in my college, because it's a smaller college. But the library of this college, if it becomes digital, purely digital, then my students, they need not to enter the camps of this college getting permission from the principal or from the librarian or from, there are many problems while accessing the library in physical mode.
Let me take this opportunity that we have the audience online. On behalf of the college, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would extend my great thanks to all the viewers who are viewing this event through online mode. One thing that e-resources, I have my personal interest in them because I'm from the field of environmental sciences. When we switch to e-resources, that really helped a lot by reducing the use of papers, and because of that, millions of trees are being saved from cutting down, and that really reduced the emission of carbon dioxide, which helped to tackle the problem of global warming. And this is really a great initiative. And
any college on library science. So where first? Thank you very much for coming and attending this seminar. With the advent of internet, the communication mode changed from traditional to modern mode. So with these applications of information communication technologies, we have access to the e-resources. E-resources are simply the resources which are actually available through computers, through smart mobile phones and other gadgets. There are various types of e-resources. These are electronic books, electronic journals, electronic magazines, electronic newspapers, and some other forms like bibliographic databases, electronic databases, and these institutional repositories. All these provide online access to e-resources. Some of the prominent among them are Avesco, PubMed, and others like Oxford University Press, etc. So, but the challenge for the librarians is that how to manage these resources, because I am myself subscribing the analyst from last 3 years, but the problem is that my students are not able to use these resources because they don't know how to get access, how to sign up the account, how to set the password, but I trained them. From last 3 years, I am regularly conducting orientation programs for the undergraduate students to teach them that how to use these resources. But the problem is that even they don't know how to handle an OPAC, simple OPAC, because my library is completely automated with SOL 2.0 software.
I have to cut short here. So before introducing the speaker, I would congratulate Dr. Iqbal for organizing this national event, which is first time happening in our college. And also I acknowledge the service of librarians. It's because of their efforts we get organized material in the form of textbooks, journals, everything which scholars and teachers use. Thanks for that. So it's my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Nabi Hassan, who is the chief guest today and will speak on management of e-resources in academia. So sir has a quite long, impressive CV, and then he did his PhD in the same field, library and information science, in 2004 from Guru Nanak Dev University. After that, he won Norman E. Borlaug Fellowship and moved to USA to do a postdoc in electronics library resources management in 2006 from Cornell University, New York. Articles and books with which some of them are highly cited with decent impact factors. He has also worked on several. Apart from that, he has also won many honors and awards and is editor and associate editor of several journals related to library science. Currently, so he has held several. One important which I should of Aligarh Muslim University. So currently he is the librarian and head of Central Library, Indian Institute of Technology, New Delhi. So
open and librarians during this pandemic, even if the buildings were closed, but the librarians were working very hard to make your life relaxed by providing relevant content in different formats. In IIT Delhi only, we were closed only for 1 month during March, and should I use that or? March and April, for 1 month we were closed, and we have been providing services to the people. And in one of his statement, Professor Anil Sehsrabuddhe, who is the AICT chief, declared the library professionals as the corona warrior. So this is the importance of libraries or librarians. We have been providing services to the people, to the society in the best way. What great work you are doing. So market में कहते हैं जो देखता है वो बिकता है. So I think marketing is also very important. If you are doing something great, the message should reach to the management and other people as well. And how this digital transformation is taking place. And in the final slide, there is a question which is asked in all the interview boards to everyone. Even it was asked to me as the librarian. What is the need of library? Everything is available on internet. We can access all the resources using remote login. So what is the need? So that also I will be explaining. So this is the screen. This is the concept of disruptive technology. This concept was, and he says that if you are not making use of the technology in a fruitful way, that may become the disruptive. They were attending the online classes. They were doing something else as well. Their attention was divided. Even if you are sitting in the hall, you might be seeing WhatsApp, might be seeing Facebook, not concentrating on our one particular aspect. So it means if you are not making use of these ICT-based technologies, those may become disruptive technologies. So as a library professional, I think we should make proper use of these, and these should be treated as means, not an end in themselves. So when we are going sources, the data that is coming to you from Google search, that may be only from the 20% of the resources that those are available. If you are looking for a relevant information using Google, you may miss the actual information, or there could be 1 lakh hits. If there are 1 lakh hits, of course you may not be having patience to go beyond screen 2 or 3. Generally you are seeing screen 1 or maybe 2, and you are not going to screen 10. So here librarian can help you, like just give me the answer and make sure it's right. And I don't want to search, I want to find. So here librarian can tell you that there are tools which can help you finding a relevant information without wasting your time. For example, if you are looking for a book, then you can explore a WorldCat, or you can explore a
to congratulate Dr. Muhammad Iqbal for organizing this event and making it a resounding success. I am extremely overwhelmed to get this opportunity to introduce the keynote speaker of today's event, Dr. Samir Gul. Dr. Samir Gul is Associate Professor, Department of Library and Information Sciences, University of Kashmir. He has published more than 42 research papers in peer-reviewed journals and also has 9 books to his credit. Dr. Samir Gul has been the Coordinator, Human Resource Development Center, University of Kashmir, Coordinator, Directorate of Internal Quality Assurance, University of Kashmir. He has been the Associate Editor, Kashmir Journal of Social Science, published by the School of Social Sciences, University of Kashmir during the year 17-18.
Good morning to all of you. It's really wonderful to be a part of this academic gathering. Fayaz Ahmed Loan, Dr. Iqbal, who's organizing this event, and all the faculty members from KUPWARA Degree College for being so wonderful and just inviting me to this academic event, which is really helpful. And I'm also just equally thankful to Nabi Hassan for speaking so much good about Kashmiris, because many a times media is representing us in a very bad way. But thanks to you that you have always spoken good about us, and we are not so bad, but all of Kashmiris are good. And thanks for just taking every aspect of ours in a positive way. And equally, Professor Fayaz has been really wonderful in acting as one of the best hosts, and Iqbal, he is my junior. So it was really wonderful that I'm here with my students who are all over here because they have been just appointed as librarians or say assistant librarians all over here. So I'm extremely happy because a teacher really becomes happy when their students excel in their life. So I think it's their real success. And I just want to clarify one thing to Dr. Nabi Hassan, that he was just talking about teachers as something superficial in comparison to librarians. But I think it is an equilibrium that is balanced between the two, because you are the information providers and without your information, so we won't be able to have anything in our minds. So that was in the backfile sections. It was very shabby and ugly type of place, which I never liked. It was always dusted and never a place to sit. But because we had to complete our degree, it was mandatory that Shafi sir was there to have access to. Now earlier what we were just witnessing as a researcher, we were more paper dominated. Everyone was like very much dominated towards paper, and paper has its own limitations. There is no editing policy, there is no revision policy in the paper, because I feel all of us are